welcome to D's 20 Stitches. I'm D, my pronouns are they and he. I'm a trans cross-stitcher, designer, educator, activist, and a clown. How's the framing? Bad. I should have done this before, but we're gonna do it now, and I'm not gonna edit. It's been, um, settle down. We're here. It's been a while. Usually I put out a Flosstube every month, but we missed February. Oops, darn, it went really fast. And that's because I picked up a contract for paternity leave that I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting to have an extra contract. I thought I'd finish my contract, my 5-month contract. I'd finish it and then I'd have a break. And no, I got a principal emailing me the day after I get done with the old contract saying, can you stand in for this other one? So it was a rush. February was a rush. I did get some stitching done. I got a whole, if you can see my beautiful pile here, I got a pile of stitching to go over with you. We've got some finishes. We've got some new starts. And also, I have some exciting news for all y'all who are a fan of Dee and Kari team up. Specifically, if you are a fan of Spring Fling, I've got some very good news for you, but you're going to have to wait till the end. Or you can just fast forward. That's also how YouTube works, actually, so you could also do that if you want. Let's see, in my big book of days, which I definitely have been keeping track of stuff. Sure, really, I actually have. I've been pretty good about it. I'm going to just go in order of things that we went through because we cannot organize. I'm beyond, look at my table. I'm beyond organization at this point. It's go. It's go, folks. So I'm going to go in order of things that, like, from the last Flosstube, I'll just go forward in my calendar, and we'll bump along the way. So a lot of these stitching pieces are from Pick-a-Whip. I wouldn't have pulled them out otherwise, which is kind of neat. I have no direction in my stitching lately other than things that I'm personally working on for, like, to sell, designs that I'm working on to sell. So it's kind of nice to have oops, I just took that pin right out. So it's kind of nice to have, like, a direction. I know that's why people do, like, Whip Go and that, but Pick-a-Whip has been working for me. This is the Cuckoo. I was working on this in February. I think the Pick-a-Whip call was stitch on your favorite color. Favorite color is blue, green, oceany, and that's what this fabric is. I hand dyed this fabric. It's a 25 count. And I did the second page almost. And we've got a little bit of the saying, the verse. Cuckoo is a queer bi, sits upon the grass, his wing neatly full, and his beak thrust up his arse anon. Almost done. Just have to do the border. Then I can mark a page finish. This is from Long Dog Samplers. This was in a big packet full of just random samplers I think she had that hadn't been released yet. I think there was like a packet of 5. They're really neat. Almost done. A page. But I had to move on. All my samplers that I work on, I kind of want to get a page finish every year. That's kind of my goal. We'll see. So that was the Cuckoo. That was down in February. Now, okay, let's talk Stitch for Pride, because I released, I don't think you saw, did you see 2? Hold on, March? Did you see February's? I guess you didn't see February's. How am I going to do this, because I have April's on here? Okay. Okay. Let's do, I mean, I guess you could have a little sneak peek, right? Yeah, why not? Why not? This is sneak peek for April, too. I'm just going to kind of cover it. So, February, was Kehinde Wiley. Are you going to focus? There he is. Um, and if you know Kehinde, he is a portrait artist. He's best known for his work on President Obama's portrait. Um, Love his pieces. They're always so stunning to see. Like one of the best contemporary portraiture artists out there today. Easy, easy, easy. And I think I mentioned this on the pattern, but like I'm not a portrait artist, and there's only so much space that you can put on a pattern. So what was I to do? So I took the themes that Kehinde has on his portraiture. He combines the idea of classic portraits, European portraits, with this like wild flower, big florals, big prints, almost very reminiscent of like African prints that you see, and plubs them together. And so I did the kind of a coat of arms in that style. And then March was Stephanie Shih. And Stephanie does, here, let's see if we get so close to this cock. There you are. If you know this, hopefully it's instantly iconic. That is the sriracha bottle. You might have one in your home. Stephanie Shih is a ceramics artist. That doesn't sound right to my tongue. And she does specifically picks foods from her childhood home, from her pantry, and kind of recreates them. And now she's extending to foods within the Asian dysphoria. Not dysphoria, dysphoria. Dysphoria is something completely different. So I picked the sriracha bottle. And ignore this is April, so so we are 3 in, folks. We're 3 in, and we're doing great on Stitch for Pride. I'm really excited about the ones coming up next. April's is a local artist group, specifically lesbian artist group that I'm really excited to introduce you to. And what else? May is a Jewish trans woman who her pieces are really, really important for today. And then June, Pride Month, will be a heavy hitter, as I like to call. So that's your preview. Also, I just noticed I have a bunch of Prairie Schoolers in here. I went to Nanaimo on the island, and there's a I like these, and there is a that rabbit though. I love this rabbit. And on the island there is our BC's only, well, not only, but one of BC's cross stitch stores, and my aunt, who was the one at age 10, taught me how to stitch. She's very into, her big thing was Prairie Schoolers, and she used to stitch all the Santas. And one day we were thrifting together, and I found some Prairie Schooler, just random ones, and thrifting for like 75 cents each. And she goes, "They do things other than Santas?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." They do things other than Santas. Now she is obsessed with thrifting them, because you can find them in like the magazine section or the crafting section of thrift stores sometimes. And so whenever now that she wants to collect them, I also want to collect them. I just think they're timeless and cute. I'll definitely be stitching a lot of these. So cute. Classic. So wherever I go, I get Prairie Schoolers. The one that I've been wanting is there are Prairie Schooler fairies, and they're really cute. There's like one riding a snail and one riding a little bird and one riding, I think, a rabbit. They're really cute. But eBay, they're expensive. They're like $13. Prairie Schoolers are like $13, so I won't be doing that anytime soon. It's the thrill of the hunt, right? The thrill of the thrifting hunt. So those are Stitch for Pride, February and March. I had another finish. This is Shaded Stitchery's Closely Kept. And Shaded Stitchery has a bunch of these. I think at least 2, if not 3. This is done on Cedar River linen called Red Cedar, I think. 40 count. And with Bryn Needle floss. This used to be my, when I used to go to professional development days, I used to take this. It's all done now. I'm going to make it into like a pendant. I want to gift it to someone. They'll get it this year, I'm sure, because I'm really good at finishing things. I am actually. You know what? Not to pat myself on my back, but I think I'm pretty good about fully finishing things. Beautiful. Love it. Look at how fast we're going. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oops. Scissors down. Scissors down. I wanted to... Oh, so cute. I wanted to shout out, I made a purchase. This is a bag from the sewing shop Kaylee. And this fabric, are you kidding me? I want to take illegal substances and just look at this fabric. What illegal substance? Probably LSD. Maybe. This snail, he looks like he wants to party with me. Maybe Molly. I'm just deciding. I'm going to put I don't know where my monkey is, my romantic Mademoiselle that I bought. I'm going to put her in here. And my goal is to start her this year. Probably, I wanted to do it for my birthday, but I was so busy for my birthday last year. But she's going in here. Maybe I'll start her for like summer break or something. But Kaylee makes the best bags in the business. I love these. It fits a Q-snap perfectly. Like, dang, so good. Kaylee's bag. Oh, speaking of finishes, we had a Let's Make a Statement. This one kind of came out of, I was going to say nowhere, but no, it came out of somewhere. It came out of me. This is Let's Make a Statement number 4. Gender affirming care saves lives. My camera's having some trouble. There she is. I had to hand draw these really weird looking lions and then to figure out how to fit a lion in like that. I did this pattern because it was my 1-year anniversary on testosterone in February. So I decided to do it to celebrate. And also it acted as a little fundraiser. I'll tell you at the end, but I am going to private healthcare in Seattle. I'm in Canada right now, to get my top surgery done. And I'll tell you about that later, but this was a fundraiser because private American healthcare, ooh, my hair's bad, is expensive, folks. Y'all really appreciated this one, so that's number 3. 4? Number 4. How many people ask how many do I got in me? I got a lot. Oh, I got a lot. It's good, and I feel like they're gonna keep coming, unfortunately. Um, let's see. Let's make a statement. I had some fun with this one. This is by Bad Vibes Only. I wonder if I have a full picture. Somewhere I do. This is the heart sampler. There she is. That's the full one. So good. Just frickin' genius. I'm a sucker for bands and like organic shapes. So this heart and the bands around it, genius. I always say that one. I'm doing it on 32 count. Picture this plus, I think it's called In the Pink because that sounds rude. And I probably would buy that fabric and remember that fabric. And I'm using Brin & Needle floss. The floss pack actually from Iron Maiden and Don't Touch Me, which was a collaboration with Kari and I. And I was starting on page Dose, the Twee. I got that whole corner done. Oh. Again, I'd like this page done by the end of the year so I can have, I guess this is page 3 actually. Wow. And then that's the end of that page and then it goes all the way down. Love it. Eventually I have like, whenever I stitch something I have people in mind when I stitch for it, and I want to make this into a tote peg, and this definitely will belong to Kari when I'm done with it. Don't tell her. But she'll probably get it in, let's see. This will be year 3, so it'll probably not be an extra 3 years. 2024, 25, 26, 27. From 2027. Kari. So she'll forget about it by then. Okay. Ooh, another finish. This is deep. Deep in the D20 Stitches lore. Like, so deep. This would be like, gosh, episode maybe 5 or 6 or 7. So, back, way back, when I was just like getting into Flosstube, I was trying out new things. I had only done Ada and DMC, and I was trying out linen and hand-dyed linen and fancy floss and that sort of thing. And someone told me, or I was, not me personally, but me looking at a Flosstube, watching a Flosstube, I think it was Jessie Does Stuff, and she really likes black anchor, the thread. So I'm like, I will go out and try it out. I want to see the coverage. The black anchor I bought was horrific. It sewed up like straw. It was stiff. The coverage was awful. I did a whole like investigative journey on how is your coverage. Do you buy them in a skein or do you buy them on a spool? Does that make a difference? Where did you buy them? I had people send me black anchor from Europe, which was that black anchor on a European stuff on a skein, so much better than the spool stuff. So it was very, very detective. And then it was very, very detective-y, I guess. So I had this big spool of black anchor and I didn't really want to use it. So I decided to say, hey, why don't I pass it around and we'll stitch a little spot sampler between me and all of y'all. And it got passed around for a while. It got lost twice. And after it got lost twice, I realized the curse is not necessarily the anchor, but me trying to keep track or remember to keep track of it. Michelle from Bendy Stitchy took it to the Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit. That sounds about right. And got a lot of people to stitch on it, and it came out to be a really neat shape. So I decided to call it there. It came back to me. I got to finish it in February. So it was 2 years. I did all the borders. Why is it kind of, hold on. didn't like that. But it had a Barbara Walters glow to it. I did all the borders. I finished up the borders. I did a bunch of fancy stitches. I even did some French knots, reminiscent of what Nutty did here. And I love it. And I finished it up. Did I finish all the floss? No. So I'm going to be finishing the floss, the cursed anchor floss. I have an idea for fully finishing this with the rest of the floss. It involves probably tassels. It involves arts and crafts to the nth degree. So that's how I'm going to be using the rest of the anchor. And I'm going to be, I'll put it up in that mess, I guess. I should really, it's my spring break. I should really clean, but that takes time. I'll do it eventually. So that was a victory. That was a big victory. That was a big finish for sure. Let's do this one. This was for Stitch Asia in March. Abby, what's Abby's Instagram name? Abby Stitches? You know Abby. We know Abby. She started Stitch Asia to highlight Asian designers, cross-stitch designers, and the Asian dysphoria. I say that wrong all the time because I say dysphoria. Were you a kid who didn't know how to pronounce words, but you were really well read, so you knew the word, but you had never heard it pronounced? This is me. This is me at age 37. So I picked up this band sampler. Miriam at Marroomy Crafts, Marroomy Designs. I love her band samplers. She has a black one that I want to finish this first and then get into that one. So I'm hungry to keep going on this one. I'm actually stitching it in the negative, and I'm stitching it with on 18 count Aida that I dyed myself with floss that my friends and I dyed. And the floss, here we are, gorgeous. So this is page 1, and I'm cruising on page 2. I got 2 bands done on the end over there, on this side. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's a gentle change in color. You can kind of tell on this band where it goes lighter to darker. Maybe a little bit. But I'm doing that on purpose. I like stitching on this one because it's repetitive and nice, and it feels good on my brain. Again, another one I want to page finish. This will probably take another, I think a lot of my samplers are going to be done in 2027, including my giant long dog. That's going to be a party. Wait, 2027. So that's 24, 25, 26. I'll be 41. And all of you out there, you're probably like, man, you're a baby. I am a baby. Thank you for noticing. With this face, I get, and I don't know if it's the acne that I get with HRT, but I'm getting ID'd a lot. It's because I'm a very young, fresh-looking lad. New start. Hell yeah. This is Ancient Sage Designs. If you do not know her, you need to look her up. This is Queen Zenobia's garden. This is based on a Egyptian tile. If you buy this pattern, There's a whole write-up. I love it. There's a whole write-up on the tile, the history, everything. And the tile is actually done on blue with white, and it just got switched here. And so I decided to do it on the blue. This is a... it's a 36 count, I can tell you that. I'm doing it, the coverage is really poofy, so I'm doing it 2 strands. Usually I only do 1, but I like the poof. I'm halfway done. This is from like a Fabric of the Month Club. Fiberlicious. I'm going to make it into a biscornu. Do I know how to do that? No. Will that stop me? Absolutely not. Why would it stop me? I can do anything I put my mind to. This is the problem. I have too much confidence. Maybe that's why I'm a pretty good fully finisher, because I just have confidence. Make a pillow? Yeah, fuck it, I'll make a pillow. Make a quilt? Sure, I can do that. Why not? You can do whatever. I can finish it however. Okay, let's see. Oh, that was the last thing that I worked on. But I do have some lovely gifts from 2 friends over in Britain, and it's the mail got here very quickly. Lizzie told me about this one, and it came like a week later. It was nuts. This is from Lizzie, and I just want to look up this Miss Fisher Stitches, and she said, I have something for you. I've been thinking about you, and that's very nice. The heat turned on because I left the window open upstairs. I didn't want to edit this. And then the heat turned on. And you can probably hear it, right? And the window's open, so it's going to keep going. So I better... Okay, one sec. Okay, it should turn off very quickly. This is my hubris from saying I'm A, not going to edit, and B, it's a lovely spring day, so I leave the window open, and now it's 7 o'clock and it's getting colder. This is my hubris. What is going on here? I don't know. Let's talk Lizzie. Lizzie gave me a really nice card that I'm going to turn into a floss drop, because that's my new thing now. Also, hey, new pronouns just dropped. Lizzie's on top of it. Hell yeah. I'm going to put this on my computer, I think. My school computer. And then sent me these lovely prints. And the prints are from an artist that she really likes, and I started following on Instagram. Hagstone would be the ones. Oh, so pretty. I almost want to contact the artist because this would be a really beautiful cross stitch, actually. So would this. Gorgeous. I'm going to hang these up. There we go. Lizzie sent these during a crisis moment in my life, and I'll tell you about it in a bit, but Lizzie sent them at the very right time, so thank you very much. I incredibly appreciate this. Anyone who thinks about me and sends me nice things, it always tends to arrive when I need it, and I think that's the universe. You know what I mean? Speaking of, my buddy Helen, the Diddy Stitcher, I don't know, Helen, do you make these? Because this vibe is so good. First of all, bananas, gonna make these into floss drops. Second of all, oh, it's Hello Trickle is the company, and there is swears, by the way. But if you're watching me, you're okay with swears, I think. It says, fuck the Tories! And if you're offended or if you're a Tory, Get the fuck out of here. I love this very much. And also, every gay person, Helen knows me, and every gay person alive. Hell yeah. This is going to be very popular at the farmers markets. In Canada, our conservatives are not called Tories, but have the same vibe. So, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Britain, are you having an election yet? I feel like you also have an election coming up, or that there needs to be an election. How's that going for you? Over here is bad, actually. Oh, wait, I didn't even see you. Look at this. More. I might be using this on spring fling boxes. And this too. This is so frickin' cute. So flippin' cute. Where did you get these? Is it all from this trickle? Is it you? Are you the mastermind? How did I not know this? Helen, I have so many questions for you. Oh, I feel like I have... Uh-oh. Do I have a booger? Oh, it's been a while, folks. Thank you, Helen, very much. Thank you, Lizzie, very much. I appreciate both of you and anyone who thinks about me. So it's education time, and instead of education time, I'm gonna just tell you what's up. Hey, what's up with my transsexual journey lately. If you're not into it, you can skip to the end. I don't mind. I'm not offended, but a lot of people are interested, and as an educator, I like to be very open with what's going on in the trans healthcare system and what it's like to be a trans person trying to survive, because it's getting harder. It's getting substantially harder, speaking of elections, and it might get even more hard. So I might be the only person transitioning in your life. So I like to be open about it. You know what I mean? You probably in your life have met another trans person. Good chances are. Maybe not open about it, but you probably have met one. But maybe I'm the only openly transitioning person in your life. So I got my first gender affirming surgery in November. It was a birthday present to myself. And that was a uterine ablation. I talked about that in a previous Flosstube. After doing that, I was more confident that I'd be able to get through a larger surgery. I have had this fear since I've had a weird nervous system disorder for a while, for 3 or 4 years now. And I was worried going under, or I was worried it would be triggered and my life would be hell again, because this nervous system disorder is awful. It's very concussion-like symptoms, so I have vertigo, I have massive nausea to the point of vomiting, I have insomnia, I have feelings of anxiety, I have, it was hell. In the worst times, it was hell. I did not want a big surgery when I thought that I would have to go through that again. My first surgery, I went, well, okay, it's time to get on that TransCare BC top surgery list. In British Columbia, well, in the city I am in, which is outside of Vancouver, you have to go through hoops. You still have to go through hoops. It's socialized Medicare, but you still have to go through hoops. It's a free surgery here, but it is a lot of labor to go through. So I've had friends who have gone through the system. They live in Vancouver, so their system was very different than my own. I've had a lot of bumps. This has started a while ago. I called TransCare BC. They have a phone number, and I said, hey, how does top surgery work? And I was told personally that I need to wait 2 years and be on HRT for 2 years. And I thought, okay, that's it. Um, I found out later that that person on the phone thought I was a trans woman and thought I wanted breast augmentation. So I was given the wrong information. So I was waiting for very little. I actually had a friend who said, that doesn't seem right. that doesn't, and I thought, well, maybe that's how it works in my city. And they're like, no, that's not how it works. So we looked, and yes, and I reconfirmed, and yes, they had given me the wrong information. So I was waiting for nothing. Uh, I'm laughing now, but it was bad, and it's going to get worse. So realizing that I can get on the list, I went to my family doctor, and I'm lucky to have a family doctor, and I said, hey, I would like to get on the list. I think I'm the first trans person she has worked with as a patient. She did not know how to do things. She tried to put in a requisition form directly to the surgeon of my choice. That's not how it works. That's just not how it works here. And that didn't get through. I got rejected. Now, it would have been good if my family doctor would, when I got rejected, would have called me and said, hey, you got rejected. I did the wrong thing. Let's fix it. My doctor didn't call me. I thought I was on the wait list, and I was waiting. So months roll around. I still think I'm on the wait list, and I decide, hey, you know what? I'm gonna just check. I'm gonna check to see, because I heard the wait list was 11 months. I'm so glad I called, because I called and they said, oh yeah, you got rejected back in December. It was February, the end of February. And that was possibly the lowest moment I have experienced in a long time, because I felt the system had failed me, and it was bad. It was bad and dark and bad and bad. So I had to make another appointment from my doctor to fill out the first set of forms, the correct set of forms, to send not to a surgeon but to Transcare BC. I was told Transcare BC would receive my forms, and then in 11 months, they would call me. Not for a consult, but just to fill out another set of forms. And then maybe in another 11 months, I would get a consult with a doctor. So we were looking at another 2 years. After the first incident, I did not trust my doctor to fill out the right forms in the correct way. And my conversations with her were she didn't know what she was doing. And I honestly, I don't know what I'm doing either. My confidence was so shaken. I went to my partner and I said, I don't think I can make it. I don't think I can make it. I don't think I can make it 11 months. I don't think I can make it 2 years. And I wanted a very specific type of surgery, and that is not done in BC very often, and I wanted an expert. We looked at pricing and decided to just bite the bullet and go down to Seattle, over the border. This is a luxury for me. It's still costly. And I made this decision. This all happened after we booked a trip to Italy. So, but it's necessary. It's necessary. To let you know, the difference is, I called in March for a consult. I just had my consult. No, I must have called in February for my consult. I got booked in March. I just saw this last Tuesday, I saw the surgeon, and I'm booked. I'm booked in June. June 26th is my surgery date. March, April, May, June. That's 3 months. The relief I feel that I'm gonna make it was worth it's worth. Again, this is a luxury a lot of people aren't able to do. They have to wait. They have to wait the 2 years. Um, so I this is a luxury, and I understand that. I also want to say I am fundraising for this top surgery. Um, all of the all of the money that I made on Stitch for Pride is going directly into that. My whole bank account that I made, my whole designer bank account is going right to that. And that paid for a lot of it. That's going to pay for a lot of it. Luckily, we do not need a hotel or anything because the place that I'm getting surgery is just over the border. It's not even in Seattle. It's closer, so we can go and go back home. And it will be during the summer, so I won't lose work. So these are all very good things. Is it $8,500 American? Yeah. Which is a lot of money. So I will be anything you buy from my store is going directly to that. I think I had a good amount in my bank account. I think I'm looking at another 3,000 that I want to raise between now and then, and I have some ideas. Number one, I am going to release a pattern on the Trans Day of Visibility. That's March 31st. It will be a one-day release. I took inspiration. It's very like traditional motifs, but remixed into almost a really medieval imagery is what I would say. That's where I took inspiration from. It features, I think, the second ever cross stitch ever pattern with top surgery. And what will happen is I'll just release that on March 31st. It will be pay what you want, pay by donation on my Ko-fi, and then I will shut that down because I want to be able to stitch it, you know what I mean? It will be a digital release. So that will be a fundraiser on the Trans Day of Visibility. Also coming up, Kari and I have a beautiful spring fling for you. Every year for the last, I guess this is year 3, Kari and I have worked together to release a cross stitch box. It is for sale this month. We send it in April, and then we have a little digital get together in May. This year it's going to be for sale. I think I'm releasing this on a Saturday. It's going to be on sale tomorrow. So if you haven't already, make sure you sign up for the Dee and Kari newsletter. The link is down below if you're interested. And you will get an email Sunday morning of how to purchase that. Newsletter people get first dibs. Last year it sold out in a half hour. We are doing more boxes this year, but be quick. Little changes for the box to let you know. There is one big pattern instead of a medium and a small. The pattern is themed medieval cats. That is all I will say. And another thing is, I think I mentioned this before, because of my weird timelines, we were not able to work with Brenda Needle because of me and Kari. We just did not plan far enough ahead. But my best friend Al, who used to be a yarn maker and yarn dyer, I bullied them into dyeing floss and fabric for us, and the results are, I'm looking at it, it's right there. It's right over there. The results are beautiful. Freaking fantastic. And so that's another, by the way, another trans fabric and floss dyer for you, exclusively for this box. So this box is on sale for newsletter people tomorrow. I'm going to sneeze. Now I'm going to have a booger, aren't I? Probably. My share of the box, Kari and I split whatever profit we make, and then of course Al gets paid for their work as well. Whatever I make is going to go directly to Top Surgery. Yeah, those are the big newses. That's the big news, and I think I have 97 days to wait. And the fact that I'm getting top surgery 2 days from the anniversary of the Stonewall riots is not is not beyond me. Thank you everyone who bought this. Thank you very much, because this was a big part of my fundraising, and so will the other piece. And I'm very excited to show that to you. I gotta finish it first, huh? How many weeks do I have left? That's me. Hey, that's under an hour. Wow. Great. I am going to say goodbye. I'm not going to do snail mail this month because I feel it's going to get lost in the Spring Fling shuffle, because Spring Fling was ignored since I had a contract, and then now that I'm on spring break right now, it cannot be ignored. It's coming out. We got to do it. So I don't want snail mail to be lost. But I think in April, when I do a Flosstube, I have a spare set of floss and fabric just sitting there. So maybe I'll give away at least the floss and fabric. Who knows? Well, who knows what I'll do? Cool. Sign up for the D and Kari newsletter. You'll get all that information. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you very much for chilling with me. I'm very proud of you, and you're doing some good work out there, champ. See ya.